Hello and welcome back to the Care Plan. My name is Jacqueline Boyd. I'm the owner and founder, and I'm really glad that you've decided to join us today. Today we are continuing our conversation about caregivers. Earlier in the month we talked about how to hire caregivers and what some options are, and today we're going to go into the managing process. How do you best manage a caregiver? It's useful to think about this in a job sort of context, because it's going to make sure the caregiver has the tools they need to be effective and that everyone is on the same page about the responsibilities. The first step in managing a caregiver or a caregiving agency is to make sure that they're set up for success. Ask to meet the caregiver before they start so you can make sure it's a good fit. Make sure that you're very clear about the routine and tasks. It's going to be the job of the agency or the caregiver to let you know if what you're asking is a bit more than they can deliver on. Develop a plan of care. This will be the responsibility of the agency if you hire an agency. If you hire an independent caregiver, we still recommend that you develop a plan of care so that there's built-in accountability. If the caregiver knows the expectations, they're more likely to deliver in a consistent way. Along those lines, it's important that you don't give too many instructions and don't have too many bosses. A caregiver is going to do their best work if they have one person giving them consistent feedback and who is really supportive and asking them questions as well. So making sure that they don't have 5 different family members telling them everything that they're doing wrong and nobody telling them what they're doing right. Explain to the caregiver or the agency the level of communication you expect. This is really important because if left to their own devices, the caregiver will figure it out themselves. They may have the instinct to call only when there's a problem, whereas you perhaps would like an update every day in the beginning as you get to know each other and get to know their performance and style. If you want communication at a certain level or frequency, don't be shy about telling the caregiver or the agency what you need. Many agencies now have online apps or tools that you can use to see what's happening on a daily basis with your loved one. So be sure to ask about this. The other benefit with many agencies is that they have a call-in or a clock-in, clock-out system so that you can see if the caregiver has arrived or if they're running late. Okay, so after you've done all of that, and the caregiver is actually ready to start working, it's important to be really thorough. The caregiver can't read your mind, and your loved one, if they're feeling ill and need caregiver support, they probably aren't in a position to do a great job of training, and it may wear them out. So if you're able to be there to support the caregiver, introduce them to the home environment, walk them through the expectations on the first day, that's a huge benefit in making sure that they are confident and comfortable and know where everything is. I usually spend at least 1 to 2 hours on the first day that a caregiver meets one of my clients because I want to be sure that they know where all the supplies are, they're comfortable with each other and starting to build a strong relationship, and that we've reinforced all the expectations. The third thing you can do is to address any areas for improvement in a clear, concise way. That means you don't need to linger on it. Just be very clear about what the caregiver can do to improve and give that feedback soon. Don't let it fester, don't let it sit. Just make sure that you're clear with either them directly or with the agency. Most agencies would prefer that you notify their administration about what's happening because they're ultimately responsible for the caregiver's performance. Our fourth tip is to be appreciative. Caregivers are unsung heroes. It's really important to take the time to say thank you because all day long they're hearing what they need to do, what they didn't do quickly enough. They're on the go, they're trying to accomplish a lot of tasks and build a relationship with your loved one. That's a really tall order, so anything you can do to show your appreciation is going to make them feel like you want them there and like they're doing a good job. It's a really important morale builder. So take the time to write a little note, leave a card, send them a text saying thank you, and remember them at the holidays. That goes a long way in building a consistent and really caring relationship with the caregiver. So these are some of our tips for managing caregivers. We hope that they were helpful. We wish you good luck on your journey if you are in the process of hiring or managing caregivers, and don't hesitate to give us a call. We also encourage you to subscribe to our channel and also share these videos if there's someone in your life who you think could benefit. Thank you so much and take good care.